Yo, Steel Mills, what's the deal, man? It's Saturday. I'm heading to Walmart and Raising Cane's. I got to pick a few things up from the store. My kids want some Raising Cane's, and I'm coming home to cook. I want some baked chicken and macaroni. So that's how I'm giving it up for the day, man. But peep game, let's get into this shit, man. I've been seeing, what's going on over there in London and all that, and something that I saw that really kind of got me excited was Canelo. Sorry, my lips get chapped and dry, and that shit is real uncomfortable to me. So I'll just throw on dumb amounts of Carmex. I can't be walking around with that. Like, that shit irritates me, man. So that's why I'm doing this on this. But one thing I saw that's making the rounds is Canelo taking a picture with Turkey Al Sheik, man. And man, I'm not gonna lie, that's a sign of the times. I think that's a beautiful sign right there, because the fight that's allegedly being floated around for him in May is Bud. And I think if he gets that Bud fight, and that fight it does the numbers that everybody is expecting it to do, then I think he'll put up that bag to throw at Canelo to fight Benavidez, the fight that everybody is anticipating and waiting for, man. But if we being real, man, just eventually, it's fucked up to say this, but you gotta kiss the ring. You got to kiss the ring eventually, man. And Turkey Al came into this business thinking that he can just throw his money around, and motherfuckers who was self-made, was just gonna fall in line. And it's like, yo, bro, he just came in real arrogant with Canelo. We gonna eat him on his own holiday, and we saw that wasn't gonna work. The UFC fight, if I'm not mistaken, it did horrible. It did horrible the night that I don't know, was that Cinco de Mayo or was that Mexican Independence Day? I'm not too sure which one. I think it was Mexican Independence Day, and it did trash. I don't know. I won't say trash. I don't know what the numbers was looking like, but it didn't perform as well as it did. As Canelo's card did. It didn't perform as well. And to add insult to injury, the dude that he fought isn't really even a factor in that division. Edgar Berlanga hadn't fought nobody. He had no profile up here, and he was losing stock the minute they stepped him up. He's been losing stock for years. So for you to jump on a pay-per-view on some Mexican Puerto Rican rivalry shit on a day where you got this dude making all this, these cash injections into the sport, and you outperform him, bro. I think that right there was the writing on the wall for him. I was like, all right, yo, you know what? We gonna have to. All right. He humbled himself. You got to kiss the ring. And I ain't mad at him for doing that, because that was the right thing to do. That was the right thing to do. He's self-made. Everybody talk about all these promotions and everything. All these promotional companies. Oh man, I got this promotion, so and so promotions, this and that, and third promotions. Canelo was a self-made boss. That's the only dude on this side of the pond who was put 70K in an arena. That matters. You dig? That matters. So you gotta kiss the ring. You gotta kiss the ring. You gotta swallow your pride and say, yo, you know what? If I want to make a nice little profit, because think about what Turkey Al and Canelo can do. Think about the numbers that can do. Think about the numbers that can do. With him lowering the price of these pay-per-views and shit like that, and stacking the cards, you lower the price on a Canelo on a Canelo card, and you super stack that shit. You could shatter Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao's record. I think he could. I think maybe. I don't know. I won't say that because I don't think piracy was was at an all-time high as it is now. But you could do 2 million views, pay-per-view buys with Canelo if you lower that price and you stack that card. You dig? So yeah, man. I'm saying, man, you gotta kiss the ring, and you kiss the ring, and now look at where we are. You dig? You can't be Debo to everybody. You can get away with that with them niggas over there because they aren't the attraction that Canelo is, and that's okay because most fighters in the history of the sport aren't the attraction that Canelo is. So that's okay, you dig? But just you have to recognize that he's one of them ones. I can't, I can't hoard my my presence over him like that. It's not gonna work. You dig? Went on, took your shots at him on Twitter and everything, and he sent this laughing emojis like, yo, all right, that's funny. You'll be back around. You'll be back around. And I think for all of the for all of the for all of the fear that the big fights are gonna get taken out of America and shipped overseas, I think foreigners, they still have they still having an infatuation with American culture. They do, man. There's rappers being spawned all over all over the world. There's dancers all over the world, and it's all predicated on American culture, Black American culture in particular. You dig? They're using our vernacular all over the world, bro. I've told y'all before, but I remember I went to L.A. I'll never forget this. But I went to L.A. for a function. It was a popping jam out there. I went out there, and it was a dude from Japan, and these dudes do not speak a lick of English. They don't speak a lick of English, but they're able to communicate through through the dance or whatever. And even besides that, there are people in different countries that are learning the language just to speak it, to be able to to recite their favorite rapper, mainly their favorite rapper. American the culture that is America is too transcendent for trend setting and transcendent in order for you to not have an infatuation with that, where the mecca of that culture is coming from. So people they still want to galvanize they still want to galvanize the market here. They definitely do. They definitely do. I think people are coming out, just get when they feel like their spot is being challenged or whatever, they get really defensive. And it is what it is. We wouldn't have to be defensive like this if motherfuckers would just do right. But here the fuck we are. But nonetheless, that doesn't mean that they're just looking to say this, just fuck America. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. So, homie got humble, you gotta bow down and you gotta kiss the ring, my nigga. It is what it is. You gotta kiss the ring. And he kissed the ring. And now because he did that, we could get the fights that I potentially want to see. I'm excited because I want Canelo versus Benavidez. I really want that fight. And I think if Bud and Canelo fight in May, and that's telling me that Canelo got to the, got, if not the exact, the immediate price point that he was asking for to get that fight, he got close enough to it where he was like, all right, cool. And with Bud getting in there with Canelo, that fight is going to do big numbers. It's going to do big numbers. Crawford is a far more high-profile fighter than Munguia and Berlanga. And I think both of those paper dudes, they did 5 and 600K. What Bud just did to Spence, 2 years ago, bro, that's still in the hearts of the people. We ain't forgot about that. And through that beatdown that he put on that dude, it's a large contingency of people who think that Bud can beat Canelo. So that is adding intrigue to the fight. And if Canelo goes in there and beats him, I think that's gonna segue into a David Benavidez fight. I genuinely think that, and I hope that's how it goes. I really do. And I hope after that, Canelo say, "Yo, I'm chucking the deuces." For that, he would, he's done. He went to infinity and beyond. I ain't got nothing left to prove in the sport. I don't want to see him in there with William Skull. I don't want to see that shit. I do not want to see. I don't give a fuck about you going 2-time undisputed. That shit means nothing to me. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing to be wild about you beating a William Skull going 2-time, double undisputed. No, bro. I don't want to see you done it already. You done it. It's something that doesn't need to be done. Unless you jump up and do it in another division. I just can care less about it. I fuck with you on Mobility. I fuck with that fight. I fucks with that. But I don't want to see William Skull, bro. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see it. Billy is gonna give us if y'all get in there and y'all brawl out, Billy's gonna, he's gonna bring that shit to you, and it's just gonna make for a bang fest. So yeah, man, that's how I'm feeling about it, man. But shout out to Turkey Sheik for swallowing his pride and realizing, yo, this ain't, I can't little boy him. that takes a man to, that takes, humility and being meek to come to that realization and just say, yo, all right, it is what it is, man. Let's get to the business aspect of things, man. I got the deep enough pockets to get you, to get the price point that you asking for or something close to it. So fuck it. All right, cool. You got it. Humble yourself. And he humbled himself. We're gonna eat him, we're gonna do this and that and the third, and yada yada yada. All right, cool. Okay. Lie detector test determined that was a lie. And that's okay. That is A-okay. Are they coming out? I'm gonna spin the block one time. Hopefully them niggas leave. Oh, they are about to leave. Oh, bad. Hells yeah, hells yeah. But yeah, man. I just I think it's a sign of the times. It's a good, good times. So let's hope the greener pastures. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope we get this fight on the way. Let's hope so. Let's hope so, because I can't stand this. I do not want to see Canelo in there with another Edgar Berlanga type of fight. I don't want to see it. I have no interest in it. I have no interest in it. I have no interest in it. And I'm a stream the fuck out of it if he gives me another fight like that. And that's just how it is, man. Give us what we asking for, man. And Turkey is in a position to get you the price point to give us the fight that we asking for. So that's a sign of the times right there. Salute to Turkey Al-Sheikh. Salute to Canelo Alvarez for being, setting up like men and coming to the table like grown men to get some great shit accomplished, man. That's how I feel about it, man. I kid with y'all later, yo. Doses.